Good evening. Time is 6:36 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope you all had a good Tuesday afternoon. I want to show you something about YouTube. Okay. Hey, did I sleep a year, people? I want to show you this. So I want to make sure you all see this. I want to read it to you. Age restrictions set 6/18 of 2025 is not viewable to users who are under 18 or whatever. I always got in my YouTube channel, your description is advised. And don't, because since it's 6/18, maybe they meant to say 2024. I don't know. YouTube, they must got a bunch of idiots that don't read their print before they send it out to you. What is unacceptable to people under 18? Is that where I talk about the Indiana State Police Dodge Durangos being junk? Or the other video I live streamed today was in my vehicle going, the post office, the smoke shop. I can see that, but I left my cell phone out in the car. They didn't even get to see nothing. I know there's people smarter than me out there. So, I just, trying to figure this out. And I can't understand none of this crap. What do you figure? Or maybe they're going to change it in 2025. Hell, I don't know. But I like to know what it's about. Everything I have, even kids with their parents there. But I guess somebody didn't like me talking about the Dodge Durango Police Interceptor. Or is maybe be me parking my car in front of the smoke shop, which you have to be 18. No, you have to be 21 to go in there to buy cigarettes. So that's not it. I just don't understand this, people. I know you're all smarter than me. I'm gonna find. I'm gonna bring up. I want to still keep it out there on the Indiana State Dodge Durangos. You know, Okay, I'm going to go back through it. I want to tell you, ISP claims 39 of its 219 Dodge Durangos having mechanical failure due to a defected oil cooler. So I'm going to go back to StreamYard where I can share it with you all. So this is only about 45 seconds, people.
State police say mechanical issues are sidelining part of its patrol fleet and costing the department millions. In the last year, as a replacement for Dodge Chargers, but 39 of those vehicles have had mechanical failure due to a defective oil cooler. If this trend continues, ISP is concerned another 40 Durangos will experience that same failure. With 79 damaged cars to deal with, the department could end up paying around $4 million. It also takes between 4 to 8 weeks for engine repairs, which puts the patrol fleet behind. ISP superintendent says he's spoken with a Chrysler representative, but was not given a timeline to resolve the issue.
There's another station which is closer in Annapolis.
When you've been injured in a car wreck, there's a lot at stake. Your family, your job, your future.
2023 Dodge Durangos. Transitioning from Dodge Chargers in May 2023, the department ordered 516 Durangos, a total value of $25.8 million, with 219 of those vehicles assigned to patrol duty statewide. But 39 Durangos have experienced mechanical failures due to defective oil coolers. Another 40 are expected to have the same problem. This could render nearly $4 million.
Look right here, people, all in there.
16 Durangos failed, pushing the department to stop issuing the new SUVs until a solution is found.
Probably an impact that most people don't think about. It's going to impact the department exponentially. We've worked hard over the last 8 years to get our fleet in good shape.
Both the Toll Road and Bremen posts are seeing similar issues, totaling 6 Durangos down so far between the two. The average downtime for such repairs is 4 to 8 weeks. Bonner says that officers can usually exchange cars after reaching a certain mileage, but now many are forced to continue using their aging vehicles. While departments have backup pool cars, Bonner says their cars are their offices, set up how they prefer, and the pool cars are limited and not always ideal.
It has higher mileage, and it very well may not have all the equipment that we need to operate on, whether it be the cradle points for our internet capabilities with our computers to run our computers properly, as well as the camera systems.
Bonner shares even after the Durangos are repaired, it will take some time to reissue the SUVs to troopers. He says the goal is to have a plan in place between the department and Dodge.
To get these fixed as quickly as possible, get them back on the road, and so we can just have business as usual. So we can be out there serving the public the way we want to.
Thanks for watching. Here's another story you may like, and subscribe to the WSBT 22.
So, people, that's how it is. They said it's 2023 Dodge Durangos, the oil coolers. I want to stress as much as I can to you all. I know you got families that works for city, county, and state in your area. And if, like I say, the Dodge Durangos, the police puts more into engine idle hours, lights and everything for police pursuits. So they do more and a Dodge Durango that you and me can buy. Because we don't sit there with our engine idle like they do. We don't chase suspects. So people who got 2023 Dodge Durangos, check your oil before you start it up. And check your overflow tank that, you got antifreeze in. Check that before you start, because it might be a while before it happens to you. Check online or wherever it is to see if there's a recall on them Dodge Durangos. That's a whole lot of money that police department pays for them. Over $50,000. The time you put the radios in it, the cameras, the computer system, the lights, and those cages where they put the prisoner in the back seat. And, I'm just letting you all know. And I want to bring it up again. Here's what YouTube says. Age restriction set 6/18/2025. Not viewable to users who are under 18 or whatever. I think they made a mistake. Or they're cotton picking computer. Now I can't show you that because so okay, I'm going to show you that. I'm trying to get the best picture I can, people. If you look, you see 6/18/2025. I think YouTube is screwing up too much. I know there are people smarter than me out there. I don't understand it. They got no way I can comment on it. See, it says 6/18/2025. Not acceptable to kids under 18 years old. And can you all explain that to me? I'm going to stop my camera because I like to use my avatar. People, in the picture, it's TS. It's a Kenwood TS 2000. And a box for D-Star for 2 meters, 440, and HF. Okay. But how is it appropriated? Oh, well, you all know what I mean. I don't understand. Well, the first live stream I done today was on Indiana State Police Dodge Durango. How would that be inappropriated or not fit for kids under 18? You see the date. It says 6/18 of 2025. Like I said, YouTube been making a whole lot of mistakes. That's how come I put that there in blue. The viewer description is advised. No one under 18. You know, maybe that's what YouTube wants me to put back in. Viewer description is advised. I can't help what people under 18 would do. I blame their parents. But in my YouTube channel, there's no cussing. Everything PG, except when my cat jumps on me.
Street, West Street, locating Charlestown Fire Department, New Washington Fire Department, New Chapel Units for standby, New Washington District 1 for structure fire, 215 East Main Street, cross street of South Poplar Street and West Street, timeout 1854.
Well, I can't drive up there because it's about 15 miles or so to east of me. So I want to say hi to Crystal Nobody. I forgot to write down on paper. Zoom type. So let me bring it up. Well, I can.
Caller stating that side of the residence is now on fire. Residents are exiting and attempting to extinguish.
That's 2 or 3.
Ready for additional.
Are you going direct or are you going to get apparatus? Direct. I'm north of the station already. Clear. I'm in route to 3. Just if I need to stop at your station and grab anything, just let me know.
So
10-4.
up there. Go to my YouTube studios. Okay, people, I'm going to type this in to my chat.
Okay, thank you.
Please mark me out as end of service for today. Thank you.
It says caution bars, but it doesn't have to do with the signal A status.
Clear. Whenever I'm sure NCIC is possible one person.
So there's a few sound alikes for a John Roberts and a Jeffrey Robinson sitting on the same road. But other than that, he's signal A, he just kind of likes.
Let's try this again. Something happened.
I'm getting ready to go tonight, radio. I haven't talked to Ellen. We'll see if it does any good. Send no engine 81 responding. Still 106.
Hey, one clear on engine 81. Take a tree en route. Caller advised that the brush next to the residence was on fire. Side of the house. Now possibly involved residents were attending it.
People, that's Crystal Nobody. Go to her YouTube channel. You know, you saw her Saturday on my live stream.
Engine 81. Respond emergency. Oh, they're slowing down emergency. Section 306 is 26057.
So I got it pinned. So I want to thank you all. I'm gonna, got to find more of the Indiana State Police vehicles. Because I want to make sure I get this out to all the police cars.
Eight weeks to repair each vehicle, so you can understand the delay. That's now forcing troopers to share cars and impacting their efficiency.
You as a citizen, as a taxpayer calling 911, asking for emergency assistance, that trooper may not get there because of this engine failure.
Now, state police tell us that they do now have to let these brand new Durangos sit, and that means they're losing out on money that they spent to buy them, plus the work they were supposed to help provide the community.
There's another TV station up there. I want to share it because I stand for truth.
Well, Indiana State Police say that an oil cooler issue with Dodge Durango sidelining some of the patrol vehicles. In 2023 state, the agency has ordered more than 500 of the vehicles. More than 200 of them have now been issued for patrol. State police say that though since then, 39 Durangos have experienced mechanical failure due to a defective oil cooler. Sergeant Matt Ames says that his patrol vehicle was among those that broke down. He says that this issue not just causes a lack of confidence in the patrol vehicles, but also does a disservice to the community.
Could be 2:30 in the morning here in Sullivan County or in Vigo County, and they may be responding to a call and they think everything's fine, and all of a sudden their engine causes failure.
And State Police Superintendent Doug Carter says that he spoke with a Chrysler representative and was not given a timeline for a resolution. Stellantis, which owns Chrysler, sent us a statement that says in part, "We sincerely regret any inconvenience caused to the Indiana State Police and are working to expedite service for those vehicles." You can see Stellantis' entire statement on our website, mywabashvalley.com.
Here's another one, Fox News. I want to make sure I get it out to your people or the town.
Get a free AC from Peterman, bro.
All June, when you install a qualifying heating and cooling system, will include the AC.
Is replacing its aging Dodge Chargers with Dodge Durangos.
But the new SUVs are breaking down at an alarming rate. Fox 59's Max Lewis explains what the problem is and how it's affecting their operations.
As Master Trooper Nick Klinklammer patrols the highways in and around Indianapolis in his brand new Dodge Durango police cruiser, he says he can't help but wonder if he's going to make it to his next call.
You just get anxious about it because you're anticipating it's going to happen. You don't want it to happen.
And it's all because of that new set of wheels that he just got last month.
When we had the Chargers, you didn't even think about this. There was no issue. You got in the car and you went, and the car performed great.
State police say some kind of mechanical failure has caused the coolant to mix with the oil in several of the new vehicles, ruining the engine beyond repair.
The agency has purchased more than 500 of these Dodge Durangos and has put a little over 200 of them into service. Of those 200, nearly 20% of them have had this issue. It's led the state police to stop issuing these cars until they can figure out what's wrong.
As an Indiana taxpayer myself, I'm angry that we have to deal with this issue. Brand new vehicles that aren't reliable for our troopers.
To make matters worse, state police says their conversations with Dodge's parent company Stellantis have been less than helpful, with no clear plan to address the problem.
Everything is on the table to include conversations with other automakers to determine exactly what our best path forward is.
For its part, Stellantis says the police version of the vehicle is put under more pressure than the civilian version, and the issue is too hard to detect. In a statement, a spokesperson said in part, "We sincerely regret any inconvenience caused to the Indiana State Police and are working to expedite service for these vehicles. Since the model launched in 2018 and has been deployed with thousands of police agencies across North America, and overall feedback has been exemplary." But in a job where seconds matter, troopers say the last thing they want to worry about is car troubles.
For us, for the guys out in the field, it adds another level of stress.
In Indianapolis, Max Lewis, Fox 59 News.
Max, thank you. State police say the repairs the vehicles need are not costing taxpayers money because they're covered by the car's warranty. But they say expensive equipment is sitting unused for weeks while those...
Okay, people. I gotta disagree with that guy because the warranty covers it, but the mechanics that has to work on it, they get paid by the taxpayers. Is Indiana the only state that uses these Dodge Durangos? No. I think Arkansas, California, and a whole lot of other states. And I want you all to get it out to your local police departments. It's the 2023 Dodge Durangos. That's funny how Chrysler, Dodge, or however it is, how they screwed up. I'm asking you all mechanics out there that works on vehicles like this with the old oil coolers. Some of you worked on the police vehicles and all that. I'm asking you, how does that oil cooler put oil in the overflow tank of the radiator? You know, I'm not a mechanic on the new vehicle. I'm a mechanic of the 50s and 60s and 70s. I'm asking you all out there, let me know. I'm sorry if I'm upsetting Dodge Chrysler people, but you all knew this before you ship out to Indiana State. Before you put him in production, you test them out on your track. So, did somebody put a part on backwards? Or I don't know where the Dodge Durangos is made, but Dodge Chrysler should investigate it. As you hear, they have to replace the engine, this and that. So it's costing Chrysler Dodge a whole lot of money. So I'm asking you all, should them people at Dodge Chrysler be fired? I know the union, but maybe it's somebody that don't like the police department. I don't know. Only you people that works at Dodge Chrysler place where they make these Dodge Durangos, you know, to me, I think you should lose your job. Like I said, I don't know how these oil cooler works and how it backs up into the, I call it the overflow tank. But you all mechanic inclined more than I am. I brought one of my baby kitty cats in. I mean, baby, the black and white one. Now I got the black one in here. She's not looking too good. I lost, so far this month, 4 baby kitty cats. You know, I'm bringing them in, but I think this black one's going to die. That means I have to dig another hole. I got to turn that old scanner down. Who want to listen to amateur radio operators jab? So I've been watching some of that. You okay, little Blackie? You gotta move. I know I love you, but you're in here where it's cool. You gotta eat. Little Midnight, she's eating. So oh. So I'm just letting you all know, we the people, we stand for truth, justice for all. And I don't know how this would be appropriated for kids under 18. I don't understand what YouTube means by it. So let's see if we can find more. It's a little bit longer. So we done. There ain't too much on this, people. You know, I'm going to do something. I'm going to share this video. It's about an hour long. I don't know, probably won't get to do this.
Stop saying Kaiser. I wanted to date Kaiser or whatever, because I have a whole live stream with his DMs of the creepy things he used to say to me, and I ignored him. Thank you so much. Research just a touch. It was the one of me and Josh. I went through all our DMs. I even played his voice memos and shit.
I know. Should we go watch that while they restream us?
Yeah.
What?
We're talking about the fraud wrangler known as Michael Kaiser, a stolen valet. He never made, but he's the internet.
So do you guys want to, or we can watch the Afghanistan report? Let's. If they're going to stream snipe, we should just show all the documents about Mr. Kaiser's various criminal activities and hitting on women on the internet.
Continue your stream because the court documents are going to come up. What? That's so weird.
Difficult.
It can be a tough pill to swallow for some. All right, so I'm going to start this off going through some of the documents from the Cameron case.
That's how come you see everybody after their name on YouTube got the DAC for that fraud wrangler known as Michael Kaiser.
Open felonies out of Etowah County. Seems like a place to start. Etowah. So these are the 5 grand jury indictments against Mr. Kaiser. That address is no longer an address associated with the family. The property appears to have been sold in 2019, according to property records. Take notes, RTL. That's how you research. Count 1, the grand jury of Etowah County charges that before the finding of this indictment, Michael William Kaiser, whose name is unknown to the grand jury other than as stated, knowingly entered or remained unlawfully in an unoccupied building with intent to commit a crime therein, to wit, theft of property and violation, and then the code for that.
Yeah. people, I know he has a whole lot of followers. Hate crime, a cult, and they have threatened people. This one lady, I forget what she went by. Her whole family has been threatened. And that's not right. That's intimidation. People tell the truth, but Michael Kaiser was threatening you all. And don't want you to tell you how bad he is. People, I wasn't raised that way to hate people. You know, we all, no matter what the color of our skin is, we all got something in common. We have red blood. It's red, no matter what color your skin is. I don't hate you because of your skin. You treat me good, I treat you good. You treat me as an a-hole, you're going to get the same back. But I just want to, to share this, because he got all them people giving him money for this and that. He got caught with the PlayStation at his house using the Wi-Fi. He must have been awful close to that DAC's house for him to use the Wi-Fi. And they found the guns that he stole out of the house. Why ain't he in jail? Maybe he got a monitor device where he can't leave his house. He can't drive. So that's only my opinion. But let's get back to it, because this lady is pretty nice.
Oh, no, I need charge 2. Okay. The grand jury of Etowah County charges that before the finding of this indictment, Michael William Kaiser, whose name is, I don't need your antivirus software, thank you, whose name is unknown to the grand jury other than as stated, did commit theft of a credit card or debit card, regardless of value, to wit, MasterCard, last 4, and then the numbers, the property of David Lamar Chadwick, who was his boss at the time, in violation of the provisions of, and then the Alabama State Code. The grand jury of Etowah County charges that before the finding of this indictment, Michael William Kaiser, whose name is unknown to the grand jury other than as stated, used, attempted to use, or allowed to be used a credit card or debit card, to wit, MasterCard, last 4, for the purpose of obtaining property, services, or anything of value with the knowledge that such card was stolen or had been revoked or canceled, or for any other reason the card was unauthorized by either the issuer or the person whom the credit card or debit card was issued to, with David Lamar Chadwick, his boss. Crazy. He should be judging people on the internet for, filming in post offices and stuff, The grand jury of Etowah County charges that before the finding of this indictment, Michael William Kaiser, whose name is unknown to the grand jury other than as stated, used, attempted to use, or allowed to be used a credit card. Did I already read that one? Maybe I did. The grand jury of Etowah County. So basically, he's a scumbag.
I love how every one of those charges ends with against the peace and dignity of the state of Alabama.
Yeah, dude, you're an affront to the entire state. The grand jury of Etowah County charges that before the finding of this indictment, Michael William Kaiser, whose name is unknown to the grand jury other than as stated, did commit the crime of theft of property in the 3rd degree by knowingly obtaining or exerting unauthorized control over the property of another, his boss, 1 Sentry floor safe with combination entry, and 1 Sentry floor safe with keypad entry. So he took the credit cards, he took other property, and he also took 2 safes. But this man should judge people for getting no trial.
People, I know I got a few people from the Wranglers on here. How can you believe what he tells you? It's not the facts. This lady and this guy has the facts. But I understand you won't believe anything Michael Kaiser, the fraud wrangler, says. You know, it's your right, you know. But they talk about his girlfriend, wife, where is she? As much as he's on the internet, people, when you live stream, either you, your wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, gonna walk by. Just like you see Hot Damn and Ellen and them. Usually the husband walks by, you see him. But you never see Michael Kaiser / the fraud wrangler's girlfriend. Could she be dead? Did he murder her too? You know, there's another video, but I forget where it was, where this person called the sheriff's department. This was within the last 30 days. There was a warrant out for the fraud wrangler's arrest. And they know where he is. They know his YouTube channel, this and that. They know where he is. Why haven't those cops arrested him? There's a warrant out for his arrest. You know, why would you shoot a United States Marine Corps veteran in the back of the head and steal his guns, steal his PlayStation? You're not a veteran, Michael Kaiser. You're a stolen valid. If I remember, Washington, D.C. made a law about stolen valid. I believe. Any of your veterans out there, let me know. Because since he's a stolen valid, that means he could get arrested. You know, that's only my opinion. He's going to run into somebody where he lives, and that veteran's going to smack the crap out of him. But people, please don't do it, because then you get arrested. Because he's not worth it. And let's get back to it.
Trespassed out of places and stuff, you know?
Right.
Misdemeanor charges should be, misdemeanor charges should be something this man judges. So that's from 2022. Did I show the date? We'll show the date. Full transparency, December 2022 was when this grand jury indictment was passed down.
So why haven't they arrested him?
What should we do next? I think the Afghanistan report is also important. No, open the document. Okay. My computer does not agree with that. So this was shortly before the murder of Donald Atwater Cameron Jr. Mr. Kaiser had called 911 to where he was residing, a home owned by the family of his then wife, who was in the process of leaving him.
People, what happened to his wife / girlfriend? Is she still alive? That's a question. I know she's probably afraid of him because he's a crazy idiot. So, like I say, there's cameras all over my neighborhood. You won't be able to see it. They all got guns. That's how we are out here in the country. So they got night vision cameras. They can see you and all this. I don't know if JJ had their exit violation court today or is it tomorrow? I don't know. But I guess everybody have to watch for public safety and see. So let's go back and listen some more.
So, it's just this information. The victim, Kaiser, stated that between, oh, you know what? I have the paper copy of this. I can just read it. Yeah. Almost like people down there don't like you, Mike, and they send me things. It's weird. The victim, Kaiser, stated that between 16:15 hours and 16:20 hours on 4/13/2009, that an unknown black male forced his way into the victim's home located at the address. The suspect was armed with an unknown pipe handgun and was pointing the weapon at the victim. The suspect asked the victim, "Where is the package?" And the victim said, "I don't know what package you are talking about." The victim deflected the suspect's weapon to the side, at which time the suspect fired one round into the victim's front upper portion of the arm. The suspect then fled the victim's home. The victim said that he receives medication each month from the VA medical distribution point located in Charleston, North Carolina.
People, fun thing about it, he's not a veteran. And I saw other videos. It wasn't a black man that shot him. He shot himself. That tells you he's racist against black people. Shame on you, Michael Kaiser, the fraud wrangler. You know, this is wrong. You lied. You made a false police report. This shows it. Shame on you. Yeah, that's what they done, Michael Kaiser. People laughing about you. Stop sending him money, people. Please stop sending him money.
He said that his medication must be signed for by him alone, and he feels that his house has been under observation by the suspect. Again, keep in mind that according to sources connected with this case, his wife was trying to leave him. So adding that little bit at the end that the house is under surveillance, the shooter is at large, I think, in my opinion, was meant to make her afraid. Oh, what is this, Mikey? Your handwritten confession that you fucking lied? Statement of Michael Kaiser. On Monday of this week, I was repairing an antique weapon that required me to chamber a round, which again, when I went over this the first time, we had some kind of aficionados on who called out what bullshit this is. The weapon included a decocker safety. As I flipped the safety on, the hammer fell, causing an accidental discharge. The included weapon was an IMI Baby Eagle, which again is not an antique firearm. Now, it is worth note, it's not noted in this report, but from talking to people connected to the report, how I got the report, they started to become suspicious of Mr. Kaiser's story due to the angle of the shot and due to the fact that earplugs were located in the toilet. I also heard that the shell casing was tossed in the back of the closet. Now, when people break in your house and shoot you, they don't commonly use earplugs, nor do they leave the shell casing in your closet. When I first came out with this information, Mr. Kaiser went to great lengths.
People,
Or on examination by the defendant may show that the defendant stole and disposed of the following weapons. Now we're going to go through these, and I'm going to go over what I've heard from sources in the area as to where these weapons originated. An M1A1 folding carbine, the property of Civilian Marksmanship Program CMP, located in Oxford, Alabama. From what I heard, he worked there for a short period of time, and that is when he stole the firearm from them. A Colt AR-15 assault rifle, the property of Mr. Larry Ford. You did notice there was a photo from Mr. Kaiser's Facebook in the Dark Side of the Tube video. That photo contains stolen firearms and, from what I heard, was used in assistance with these firearms charges. A Colt AR-15 assault rifle, the
Move it up a little bit. Bananas on me. So I'm not going to share that no more. Because maybe that has something to do with it. You see Chris or Nobody on here. Chris or Nobody 4689. That's her YouTube channel. She's a very nice young lady. Well, she's younger than me. And I just, wanted to bring up some things about the Dodge Durango police vehicles that the Indiana State Police has and the other states on this planet. I want to let you all know. I don't know, kids got their fathers, their grandpas probably driving the 2023 Dodge Durango. That's something to think of. Okay, any mechanics out there? What causes that oil cooler to go into the storage tank where you got your antifreeze? I don't know anything about that. your mechanics know, did they screw up at the factory where they make these Dodge Durangos? I want you all to get it out to your police departments and your state police, your sheriff's department, your city police departments, all 50 states. Have you heard that they have to replace the engine? Them engines ain't cheap, people. They said no cost to the taxpayers. If they working at the Indiana State Police garage in the Indianapolis area up around Plainfield, it does cost the taxpayers money because them mechanics is not getting paid by Dodge Chrysler people. Would Dodge Chrysler have to send their mechanics to Indianapolis to work on them with all the parts and new engine blocks? They must, like I said, people, I'm asking you all for your help. The mechanics. I don't know anything about oil coolers. So I want to make sure I get it out to you all. I went and picked up my medicine, my antibiotics. Instead of 7 days, 9 days, something like that, he wrote, 7 days, 2 pills a day. But somehow the doctor messed up and wrote it for 5 days. So, it happens sometimes. It happens, it was, Scott County Hospital in Scottsburg, Indiana is a nice hospital. The doctor was real nice. The nurse real nice. It gave me my tetanus shot. And gave me a pill and a little bottle of water to wash the pill down. So that's good. I wonder if there's anybody else on YouTube. Let me bring it up and see if anybody else is live. Because, I know you all got copyrights, but it's mostly education stuff to all the people. I'm going to share one. You hear me talk about him all the time. Is the umbrella guy. I want you to go to his channel, subscribe to his channel. So I'm going to share it with you all. But it seemed like StreamYard is screwing up tonight. So yeah, StreamYard or YouTube is screwing up. I don't know. That looks like I won't be able to share it.
Laura Owens, make people.
There we go. People, I'm not going to waste my time on it.
Want to showcase empathy. And it's an ugly side of all of this. Obviously, you don't need to listen and believe, but it goes beyond that. But anytime you talk about that, all these platforms try to fucking shut you down for it. Even so-called free speech. I mean, look at this. We're even being attacked right now by a free speech lawyer, a quote-unquote free speech lawyer.
There's
Free
an
speech
umbrella
platforms try
guy.
to shut you down. I mean, it's amazing, is it not? So anyway, let's get back to the document there. I appreciate you all. Like I said, you all waited around. You know, it does suck though. Anytime we do this stuff, they throttle
Hello,
these kind
Montez.
of
How you
topics.
doing, my friend? Oh, foot.
I mean, it's just nuts. So anyway,
I'm going to stop this because
sorry for my rant. I get so annoyed by it.
I know it's probably copyrighted, but go to the Umbrella Guy's YouTube channel and subscribe to his YouTube channel. I don't make no money from YouTube or nothing. So I'm going to stop this because it's giving me a headache. So I'm not worrying about that. So people, I want you to watch a video from Saturday. It was me and Crystal Nobody 4689 is her YouTube channel. She was sexual abuse, domestic violence, and she talked about it, which I'm not a doctor, lawyer, psychiatrist, but I want to get it out to you all. She talked about the signs for your parents to look at. You know, sometimes kids lies, especially mama got custody, they got a new boyfriend, and the kid said, "You're not my daddy. You can't make me mine." I tell the kids at school or wherever that you touch me, your life is over with, people, unless you got money for a good lawyer. That does happen in this world. Back when I was young, mothers would have their kids say, "Daddy touched him," this and that, where they get custody of the kids, the ladies. This is back 60s, 70s, 80s. I don't know if it still goes on or not. But you shouldn't tell lies, people. We stand for truth and justice for all. Make America great again. You can take that however you want to, people. But, you know, you all on YouTube are very nice people. You helped me get started. You helped me get subscribers. You subscribe to the channel. You give me thumbs up. You tell me things to talk about. But I want you to go back and watch Saturday's live stream on StreamYard. And listen to her. And maybe if she, by talking about it, save one child or two kids or whatever, she done her job, and I done my job sharing it. So I want you all to be happy. I want you to know the truth, not the lies. And I appreciate you coming up here, sitting in the background. That's okay. But make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I also want to say tonight, I'm still looking for a rider or a Z-turn riding lawnmower that somebody can donate me. I live in Clark County, Indiana, between Memphis and Scottsburg, Indiana. You know, I like to have a new one, people, but it's not in my budget. If you got an Ace Hardware store in your town, in your state, the Ace Hardware store is close to me in Scottsburg, Indiana. If you want to buy me one, they can deliver it. They got my home address. You know, but like I said, my neighbors got cameras around. Across the road, next door, they got them behind, the side, the front. You ain't gonna know it. They ain't got signs up. And, you know, it'd be nice. People, I had 4 heart attacks / strokes. You all smart people know the difference between a heart attack and a stroke. The doctor told me the last time I went the difference between the two, but I slept since then. Thank you all. But I'm just letting you know, I stand for truth just for all of you on the planet. You remember the TV shows from the 50s and 60s, Superman. I think that's what I got the saying for it. Truth and justice for all. You know, I kind of miss Hot Damn and those young ladies that lives in, I think, California. I love watching them. Sometimes I go on their YouTube channel. And they're sweet young ladies. I make them feel good. Cause to me, they're young. But they at retirement age. But I hear a train going, I guess, southbound, I think. But I show you a couple of videos, one about Michael Kaiser, the Indiana State Police Dodge Durangos, and I'm going to have to start putting it on when I go live streaming, especially on my cell phone, viewer discretion advised. I think that's what YouTube wants me to do. So I'll be putting it on my cell phone. I don't have to, but you keep YouTube happy. And I know there's kids on here with their parents. The parents are supposed to be there right at the computer when they're looking at people over 18 videos. Little Blackie's still alive, but she's sleeping. Because I bring her in. I brought Little Midnight. I can't call her Little Midnight because Little Midnight's a female cat. So I have to pick a name out for it. She ate some canned cat food. and middle midnight, I got to give her a bath about every other day. When it's hot, I bring her in, give her warm baths to cool her down, which kitty cats don't like water. But what did you just knock down, Kathy? Huh? What? I've told you not to be on my table. So, that's just how I feel, people. I don't want you to go to Crystal Nobody 4689 and watch her videos. After we done Saturday night video live, she done one. And she talked about what happened to her. And I want to thank her. That takes courage to talk about what happened to you when you was a child, when you got married, how your husband abused you. That's when I like people. You women, it's not your fault that you're getting abused. And I appreciate you all that has subscribed to me, gave me the thumbs up. I love you all. I'm not even up to 500 subscribers. I'm close to the 4,000 watch hours, but I shouldn't have to do over 400 videos to get close to 2,000 watch hours. I've seen people do that, get 25,000 subscribers less than 30 days on one video. But she's famous. Where's she from? She's from Otto's Creek, Florida. Madam Mayor, is she called. You all need to watch her YouTube videos. And but like I say, I took 2 pills. I took one pill, my antibiotics pill when I got back home. I took my acid pill that they gave me to take every day for about 90 days. I took that. That's about how it is, people. Some people have good days, some has bad days. And right now, I guess you could say it's a bad night. And I don't want anybody to have bad days. I'm wishing that you all have good days. So it's only 7:55. Lordy, I thought it was close to 8:30. I started the live stream too early, but it's okay. Like I say, I love you all. Some of you, like I say, people ask, why you subscribe to my channel? There's 3 categories. I either like your video, your comments, or you don't have any subscribers, or maybe you got 2 or 3 subscribers. That's why I subscribe to you. Then I watch your videos. I got faith in you. There's people out there telling me, said, Tom, don't give up. I was about ready to give up because I'm not reaching my goal on subscribers. I've done court cases, stuff like that, because that's what you want. I've done one car accident, but it didn't get too many views. I done videos on the ex-sheriff of Clark County, Jamie Noel. That done pretty good. So, you know, I listen to you all. And if I can find it on the internet or on YouTube, things that you want me to talk about, I will show it. And see, tomorrow's Wednesday. It's a trip to the store to get me a weekly Clark County and Scott County paper. But I know Saturday morning I got at the Old Settlers Day in Lexington, Indiana, a little bit too early. But it got hot, and I can't breathe when it's that hot. That's how come I'm sitting on my bed. And I ain't got no cushion back there, if you know what I mean, since I'm taking that old Ozempic shot. It's not an advertisement for them. What might work for me might not work for you. You know, everybody's body chemistry is different. Parents, I know some of you got gardens. Teach your kids about garden work, how to can the food, and stuff like that. Show them what you put in it. Compare it to what you get in the grocery store. What you grow at home is a lot different from what you get in the grocery store. You know what you got in it. It's healthy. You don't need to buy fertilizer to put in your garden. You dig holes all around your garden, in the middle, at the four corners, middle ways, where you bury your potato peels, banana peels, stuff like that, chicken bones, fish, you know, any fish stuff you got, rabbits, stuff after you clean them. You know, it's natural fertilizer. That's what my grandpa always did. Grandma and grandpa live in a little town called Orleans, Indiana. It's the other side of Salem, Indiana, which Salem, Indiana is Washington County. That's where Judge Matlock is from, that got Jamie Noel on a $1.5 million full cash bond. I was told today he's still in jail because he can't come up with a $1.5 million full cash bond, minus the $75,000 that he done paid. So you subtract that from 1.5 million, you know how much cash he has to come up with. But if you live in Clark County or Scott County, I'm not telling you how to vote. That's his good old boys club. But for president, I'm going to vote for Donald Trump. No matter if I'm a Democrat. I don't vote for the party. I vote for the best person who's qualified for any office. What? I got to turn around. I'm missing a baby. I got to get up and look for her. Baby. Baby. Come here, baby. Where's the baby, Mama? Huh? Where's the baby? What? Help Daddy find the baby. Come here, baby. Sorry, people. I gotta look for the little baby kitty cat. Oh. Huh? Baby. What? Come here, baby. Where's the baby? Show Daddy where the baby is, Alex. Okay, I'll get you some more water. I gotta find my flashlight. Whoa. Mm, 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 mm. Baby. Ugh. Where's the baby? Hmm? Mm. Oh, there you are. You scared me, baby. Good girl. You're a good girl. Blackie taking care of you? Huh? Yeah, good girl. Oh. Hey. If you're gonna die, go ahead and die. It's not God, I guess you're sick and that's how Mama Cat does. No. I found that little Blackie. I don't think she'll live out the night, people. She's still breathing, but you know, that's what God wanted. She's an outside cat. I've been bringing them in during the day since it's been hot. Make sure they got plenty cold water. You know, I think the mama cat just stopped feeding her. And I don't know what to give them to keep them alive. I've been buying goat's milk. I just give to the babies. That seemed to put on a little weight for them. Ain't that what right, Margaret? Come on. Come on. Yeah, go up. Margaret, it's a baby kitty cat. So I gotta take the water bowl and take and dump it out. Because they like fresh water just like we do, people. You know, they're my therapy animals, as I call them. Because they do help me out. They know when I'm in pain. So, like I say, animals is good therapy pets, people. Oh, I'll be back in a minute. Because I got to stretch. Mm. There you are. You got some fresh water. Yes, you do. Yeah, I love you too. Why ain't you up there giving that little baby kitty cat a bath? That's what number one mama cat does. She takes care of all the babies. Can you do that, Margaret? See ya, baby. What, baby? I found the little black one. She's up there on my pillow. She moved. But, I'm praying to God to let her live, grow up to be a good female mother cat. But I don't know why God wanted to take these babies. To me, why don't they take them when they're first born? That way I wouldn't get attached to them. No. It just tears me up. Last week, I lost 3 babies. It look like I'm going to lose this one. But I've been bringing them in during the hot weather where they be cool and don't get a heat stroke. Kitty cat does. All animals can get heat strokes. Like I said, I'm not a doctor, veterinarian, and nothing like that. When I was taking care of my mom, we had a gray cat. We called him Blue Boy. And people, I know you're going to think I'm crazy. Blue Boy, would sit there and look at mom, and Blue Boy said, "Out, out." And mom said, "Did you hear what Blue Boy said?" Said, "Yeah, he wants out." She thought she was losing her mind, but animals does talk to you. You have to pay attention. And Blue Boy went out one hot day. The heat got to him. So I put him in the basement with the water and some canned food. He ate. I left him alone. Had a cat box down there close to him. And he came out of it. But he wouldn't go outside no more because he had a heat stroke. I didn't think animals can have a heat stroke. When it comes wintertime, you figure since it's cold, he would go outside. No, Blue Boy would not go outside, people. He was a smart kitty cat. Then Mom and me had a calico cat. It was a baby, a little bit bigger. Where you going, little Blackie? Because I don't want you to fall off the bed. I got to turn around and lay down where I can be next to him. Because I don't want any animal would die without somebody there to love it and talk to it. Not die alone. Like Midnight, you saw Midnight. He's that black and white tomcat. His brother died because that's how his mama is. Boots wouldn't bring the babies over where it learned how to eat dry food, canned cat food, bologna, and stuff like that. He died all alone, and I buried him. And now Midnight's get to the point where I can pet him. That's been over a year, people. And Mama Blackie, the grandma of all those babies out there, she still takes care of them grandbabies. She goes out and catches field mice and brings them home to these babies and get them in the hang of catching field mice. So I kind of like that. But when I lay down at night, like I said, my left collarbone, where the rotary cup is, it hurts. But I try not to take that pain medicine every day of the week. When I take one at a time, because that's how drug addicts get started. You know, I want to thank you all for joining my live stream. You all saw the videos that I've done on the Dodge Durango, the 2023 that Indiana State Police is. People in the other 49 states is if you got the 2023 Dodge Durangos, you know, that's the problems you probably or have with them. But I'm asking your police departments, I don't know what your rules are. Do a check, you know, check your tires, check your oil, this and that. That where that overflow tank or your storage tank is, you want to take the lid off of it, look down, and see if you got oil in it. Then you can check your engine oil. So that probably make, like I say, people, I'm not a mechanic, not on these new vehicles. I don't know how the oil coolers work. I want you very smart mechanics out there. What is the problems with the oil cooler going into that? I'm going to call it the overflow tank, but I guess it's a storage tank if you got antifreeze in it. How's that get in there? If you work at a Dodge dealership, you know, you don't have to say where you work at. I don't want to get you in trouble. I want the people of the planet get educated. If it's happened to the 2023 police vehicles, Dodge Durangos, could it happen to a civilian 2023 Dodge Durango? I know the civilians don't put it through like the police does. Police chases, sitting there having the engine idle for minutes to hours at a time when they're on the accident scene. But it might take a few years down the road. I think Dodge Chrysler should have a recall on all 2023 Dodge Durangos. It's a defect. I don't know when you all put them together, if you put the wrong piece in or you screwed it up. To me, if I was a manager where they make these Dodge Durangos, you probably lose your job because you didn't have the piece in your drawer to put on there. You let it go on through. That's how Ford Motor Company does out there on Fern Valley Road in Louisville, Kentucky. How do I know that? Ford Motor Company? Because my brother used to work there. And I guess they put him on light duty. And he failed every one of them because it was missing a part. Then the big shot said, well, you holding this up and that, passing this. And my brother said, no, sir. It'll cost you all money on the recall to fix them. You know, my a-hole brother was right. It'll cost him more money. You fix it right the first time, people. Okay, any of you that work for the Indiana State Police, I wouldn't know how I can find out. Okay, how many miles you got on them cars? Like that one guy had his for a month. I'm guessing maybe 3,000, 5,000 miles driving, probably 1,000 hours idle miles. I don't know. I like to know that. Educate us, Indiana State Police. Let us know how many miles you got on those Dodge Durangos, the 2023, before they went down, and how many idle hours. You would help out other police departments throughout the planet. You know, that's only my opinion, people, but will Indiana State Police do it? I don't know. I would like to know but I would love to know people just like you. But it's, YouTube is a nice place to go. Here, you won't find no hate. 95% of the time, it's rated PG. And we try to bring you the facts, truth and justice for all. That's what I'm about, people. And I share this video about Michael Kaiser. And she had the evidence. She showed you the evidence. How's Michael Kaiser going to lie out of it? That's only my opinion. But I cannot stand somebody who hates people. And it's in the cult. It's your right. It's your right to hate people. But when it's time for you to pass away, where do you think you're going? You're going down where the fireplace is. God might give you a second chance, but to me, you have to prove yourself. But Piss, I got a feeling she's going to be dead within the next hour or so. She's meowing a little bit or squeaking. That's her last breath. One of the other cats went over. I think it's Blackie. I got to turn around and see. Where did Blackie go? Huh? Ah. What you doing? Huh? Hi. You right here, Daddy Tom. I wish you would eat. You gotta eat, baby. See, you got Blackie comes up and visit you. Maybe she gonna be number one. Yeah. You're a good girl. You're not gonna die alone. You're here with your human daddy. But it's okay, baby. You take care of the baby? That's a good girl. Yeah, you always been a good girl. Yeah. Keep an eye on little black baby Blackie. Can you do that for Daddy? Say, little Blackie, don't die. Daddy wants you to live. Ain't that right? Huh? Yeah. So, okay, people, it's time to get off of here. Yeah, ain't that right, Blackie? So I want to thank you all. I hope, share the video about those Dodge Durangos 2023 vehicles that the Indiana State Police is having trouble with the oil cooler. You civilians out there, when will you have problems with the 2023 Dodge Durangos? But you don't put your vehicle through like the police department does, pursuits, after hours, and stuff like that. So that storage tank / overfill tank, check it before you leave to go to work or the grocery store. Check it, see if you got oil in it. And you all know how your warranty is, but your civilians, your warranty gonna run out before it happens, I believe. So you all keep an eye on that overflow tank and check it. That's education, people, for you all. I want to educate you what to look for. So either they hooked the oil cooler up wrong or put the bolts in the wrong place. I don't know. I'm not a mechanic. So God bless you all. And thank you for joining. And I want you to go to Crystal Nobody 4689 YouTube channel. She got some pretty good videos. So I want you to watch it, or you can go watch my Saturday night live stream on StreamYard. And she educate you. She been sexual abuse when she was a child. She was raped by her husband and abused by her husband. And I love her when she's on my channel. She talks about it, letting you all know. I gave her the courage to talk about it on her own YouTube channel for your parents to know the signs about your children in case they get molested. So, that's what we all about, people. I like helping people. I want to thank you. Hit the thumbs up, the subscribe bell, leave comments. Only still got one person in here. That's okay. But I want to thank whoever you are. So I want to say good night. And I probably next live stream will be Friday or Saturday. Let's get my subscribers up. Let's get it up to 300. I think I'm 282, 283, somewhere in a 280 something. Let's get it up to 500 subscribers by Friday or Saturday. If I get 10 subscribers, I might be on Friday or Saturday. 500 subscribers, it guaranteed that I'll be on here Friday and Saturday live. So even if I can get 500 subscribers, people, I'll be happy. I love you all. Be careful out there and on the planet. Drive safe. Don't talk on your cell phone when you're driving or texting. If you're in the co-pilot seat, then you can text and talk on the phone all you want, as long as they don't mess with the pilot driving. I know, people, it's funny. But I hope you all like that about the Dodge Chargers. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I want to thank you all. I know I'm boring tonight. Let's see what else is live on YouTube that you all can watch. It says one is still watching, whoever that is, but that's okay. Okay, I got a feeling like I could share that. I don't think he would mind. I don't think. Hope he don't. This was about 26 minutes ago, people. And that fly getting it behind my glasses. This a couple of hours ago. It's going to be about an hour.
Business.
in. I'm live with you. Apparently with a zit on my nose.
People, you need to go subscribe to his channel for public safety. About JJ and Michael Kaiser's buddy. So, Chris does some good out there.
Hopefully notifications will go out here in a minute. I got food in my teeth too. I'm a mess. I had supple in my eyes, zit on my nose, and food in my teeth. You all more than welcome to make fun. Yeah. So we're going to talk about this ethics hearing quite a bit. There's a lot going on. Don't think this is going to be boring. It won't. Matter of fact, if you guys remember, well, I'm going to wait till some people come in before I do that. So the ethics committee hearing is happening right now. And there are a lot of people there. I am not one of them. What's up, Phoenix? Buzz, great to see you all. Come on in, Claire, Todd, Howard, Lou. All right, so there's a lot going on. Steve, what's up, buddy? Cliff in the house, Joe, Angel, always a pleasure. Hey, Maria. So it's happening right now. I was threatened, as usual, that if I'd be there, that they were going to make false complaints against me and say that I was trying to be in contact with Scarborough. So, even though that is not the case, that would not be a violation of the judge's order for me to be at the public hearing. I could be in Meade County. I could be anywhere. But what I can't do is have any direct communications with Scarborough. And I'm not. I wasn't. Who would want to? I don't know why anybody wants to have direct communication. I don't know why Scarborough's mom would want to have direct communication, if she even does have direct communications with the motherfucker.
See, that's how JJ and Michael Kaiser is. They threaten people, intimidation of witness. He's a witness against JJ, and he can't show up there. I hope they find JJ guilty, but knowing Meade County, how they are, it's the good old boys club. It's not going to happen. They're not going to do a blankety blank thing.
I don't think anybody wants to talk to the motherfucker except for the murderer, fraud at Wrangler, Michael Kaiser, whatever you want to call him. Anyway, enough of that. So there are a lot of people there. It is a public hearing, and I am monitoring the actual hearing. What's up, Cliff? Thank you. Let's get it on, he says. That's right. It's on. It's already been on. It was on at 6 o'clock, and I'm just going to show you guys. I'm sitting here in the Walmart parking lot in Corden, Indiana, which is, I don't know, what do you think, David? 20 miles, 20 minutes, at least 30 miles away?
About.
Something like that. And I'm not with Tiffany. And she's her own person. So she had something that she wanted to do this evening, in which she is doing. But there are a lot of people, a lot of really great locals who are doing their part in making sure that Scarborough and his buddy on the Fraud at Wrangler channel, the horrific YouTube channel that is doing nothing but committing crimes and publishing themselves doing it, that's all getting exposed. The community is fucking done with it. Regardless of what the perpetrators like to make people think, the community is not happy with it at all. And neither is the government. Kentucky is finally starting to say, no, we're not going to have someone representing us that's on YouTube with a 16-time felon murder burglar harassing and committing crimes against the public, particularly witnesses in cases in the district in which Scarborough works at. This is absolutely crazy shit, guys. When this gets done toppling, I suspect that it's going to sort of flow a lot like Jamie Knowles' case did. It's totally different, but it's going to flow a lot alike. In other words, a foundation is going to get pulled out, one brick, and it's just going to start toppling. And charges are going to come back to back to back to back to back to back until the motherfucker's buried. And in the Jamie Knoll case, they're starting to hammer on other people finally, which we've been working on here on the channel. You know, we've been talking about Hugh Banks. I don't know if y'all noticed it, but the judge actually said, I can't wait to meet Hugh Banks. And what he meant was Hugh Banks is going to be in his court soon. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Now, in comparison, the little bits that you can compare, I think that toppling and those consistent charges on the people that are in play here in Meade County, I think you're going to see something similar. I think it's going to revolve around probably Scarborough. What's up, Tyrus Beware? Thank you. You did do your part. Thank you, sir. And the community appreciates that. But you're going to witness probably, in my opinion, and I could be wrong. I don't know how the police are going to do it. But it could start, I think it's going to start with Scarborough. He's going to be the main character. He's going to be the main suspect. And I think that Whitehead's going to end up in it. And I think Wimpy's going to end up in it. And I think that the prosecuting attorney, Sidney Durham, is going to get wrapped up in it. As far as what's happening right now, it's just a little wiggle of a foundation block that they're getting ready to pull out. And once that happens, that's when you start seeing the topple. The justice system, the process is fucking slow. It's very, very slow. It takes a long time for them to persecute their own, to hold their own accountable. It's ridiculous. Even when they want to, even when the police want to, even when the feds want to, even when the state wants to, it takes them forever to get one of their own. And Scarborough is an elected official. Wimpy is an elected official. They operate under their own positions. They don't answer to anybody but the people. Well, what it takes to get one of those on the hot seat is for the people to have had enough, and the people have to be aware. So the Chad Hobbs, the reporter, the self-proclaimed journalist from Meade County, who is actually JJ and Whitehead's buddy. That dude is a government affiliate for Meade County, and he runs a radio station, and they've been abusing his access to media all along. Put it on in chat if any of you saw the video that Chad Hobbs did from the station WMMG in the jail with either Whitehead or Scarborough. Did any of you see that? There's one person seen it. I'm going to be doing a video to show you guys that. I'm working on it now. So if you haven't seen it, which a lot of you haven't, I'm not seeing very many ones flow, we're going to make sure that you all do get to see that. There's two of them, actually three, because I think they did a tour of the furniture building part of it. They did one with Ray Whitehead, specifically Ray Whitehead, to bash me and Tiffany. And he had like a John Wayne fucking picture, and he's referencing John Wayne and talking about being a vet and all kinds of other shit other than admitting that he beat a woman and tried to shoot her in the heart with a taser. Anything but that, right? Such a great guy. But the justice system is slow. And then you get these corrupt motherfucking buddy systems, these kinships and these friendships and these people who, by the legal standard, corrupt, including one of the people that has charges against me as a former jailer, Decker. He is JJ's private business partner. I'll talk more about that after the trial, after the hearing, after my case is over with. There's a lot that you all are going to learn after my case is over with that I'm keeping under wraps right now. Well, Freddie, what's up to the membership? It's good to see you, buddy. Stop spending money, Freddie. So, talking about the justice system being slow when it comes to their own, I've got a little surprise for you guys here. Wait for it. Put a one in chat if you all remember the corrections officer, David Lowe, who was thrown under the bus. And I published a video of the interrogation where Donovan Herod was trying to force him to say that he sold keys to inmates. Put a one in chat if you all saw that, if you know who I'm talking about, David Lowe. You guys haven't seen David in a long time because the justice system is very slow when it comes to holding someone like Jamie Knoll accountable. Jamie Knoll was a horrific sheriff. And in Indiana, it's the duty of the sheriff to run the jail. Jamie Knoll was disgusting when it came to every aspect of his duties, every aspect, including running the jail. It was always understaffed. Understaffed. They didn't have nurses on duty. They were putting jobs on people that weren't trained. They were sending COs into the pods by themselves to do things they'd never been trained to do. They were told to do things like prop doors open while they went in, and not to go too deep into the cells and all this, that, and the other. They were being told to do things that were humanly impossible to do. David Lowe was one of those COs who was stuck during the time underneath the Jamie Knoll in an inoperable jail. The jail was inoperable, and that's provable by watching the TV show that Jamie Knoll published himself committing the crime on the show 60 Days In. That was his show. You can watch that show and literally see the dysfunction of that jail during that time. David Lowe worked there after the TV show had already been done, right? He didn't work during the show. Okay. So he didn't work there during the show, but not long after the show aired and you all saw what was going on in there. David Lowe is not the only person who was thrown under the bus by Jamie and his cronies. I talked to several people who were, a lot of them scared of retaliation. I think they're more amped to probably come out now that Jamie's in jail himself and that it's all come out, but they're getting more and more comfortable. The victims who used to work for that system are getting more and more comfortable. In chat if you want to say hi to David Lowe. Put a one in chat if you'd like to say hi to David Lowe. Is nobody interested in saying hi to him, or is the stream
Hi,
going
David.
slow? Come on in and say hi, David.
Hey, guys.
Well, it's not on yet.
Hey, guys.
David is actually sitting here with me now. He had a court conference today. We're not going to talk about that, okay? So bear with us. David is doing very well. He's taken so many hits over the past, what's it been, 2 fucking years now, right?
3 years.
3 years. David came to me after our raid, which was 3 years ago. Over 3 years ago for us, and just at 3 years for him. 3 years, this poor dude. Thank you, Courage to Be Better. That's a cool name too, man. We love you too. Damages. It's crazy because Jamie and Scotty, the current sheriff, had no problem lying and trying to shift the blame from the derelict of the jailer, not jailers, I'm sorry, the supervisory staff, the lack and shortage of employees, the policy violations that they were directing the employees to do. You know, this was all Jamie's fault. And when that happened, Jamie used his dog Donovan to try to scare the shit. Well, didn't try. He did scare the shit out of David Lowe. If you haven't seen that video, you can go back and either watch the really poorly edited one that I did early in my channel when I didn't know the fuck what I was doing, or you can wait because I'm going to be doing an update And one of the reasons that David's sitting here with me now is informing me, keep me up to date on what's going on, because I called and asked him, hey, buddy, what's going on with your case? I saw that he had a pretrial conference today. I was going to attend it, but it was done over the phone. We're not going to talk about any details.
Just as of right now, I do have a really good attorney. He is a pit bull, and I consider him as my friend. So, out of respect for him and the case itself, I can't really talk about the case. So that's why you all haven't gotten any major updates or anything like that here as of lately. So I do apologize on that part. But things are going so far so good.
Yeah, David, you've been working towards a dismissal. I will give a little bit that's public record about David's case. And your lawyer's not gonna mind this because it's public. If you guys know about it, in Indiana, we have what's called Indiana My Case system. Our records in Indiana are just wide the fuck open for public, which is fine. You know, I like the transparency, even if it don't look so hot on myself or somebody else. You know, I'm not ashamed of my little bit of history. I've got a couple of misdemeanors in my past, and you know, they're way back over 20 years ago. I've always been open about them. So I don't mind, and I don't mind that people know that, you know, I have a bunch of shit ton of failure to wear seatbelt tickets. Again, I'm old, but we have Indiana My Case. It's wide open. It's public record. So, you know, if you ever wondered about a person that lives in Indiana, what's going on with the court case, you can literally just use Indiana My Case and look it up. David's is very wild. It's 3 years old, 3 years long, I should say. There's been a ton of activity. He keeps getting called to court, and then they'll cancel, and then they'll change some things, and then some shit will happen in the background. But if you put it all together, then what you'll do is you'll be able to see the people that were involved in his case. In other words, the people that were in the jail that committed the crime of stealing the key. You're going to see that person that did that actually stole the key, didn't get it. He didn't buy it. He didn't receive it after some kind of nefarious bullshit. He's charged and found guilty, right?
Yes, that I can talk about.
And I'm not going to say his name.
He actually did plead guilty in court to stealing
the key. He stole it, not from David. He stole it from the jail. That's already done. It's done. It's on record. To me, I don't know what the prosecutor could even try to do when it comes to David. I mean, there are other charges. I don't think they'll stick. They're not that strong. But and like I said, I'll do an update. He's got he had his pretrial conference today. We need to allow his awesome lawyer to do his job. We're going to see what happens out of that. And then after that part's done, so be a little more patient with it. After that part's done, we will be doing, will you do an update with us at the end of it all? When it's all over?
Just depends on what he says, but more than likely, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to do an update on the case itself regardless. But I think David will be available to do an actual interview as well to share with you all as a victim how fucking difficult it can be when you're up against government employees, man. I mean, they don't give a shit what kind of abuse they do to their power in the first place. That's why you're put in that situation. That is what I'm dealing with Scarborough. We were just talking about how it's similar what I'm dealing with in Meade County, you know, as to what he's been dealing with for the past 3 years. It's ridiculous. It's unethical. It's immoral. It's wrong. It's an abuse of power. And it's really hard for the perpetrators to actually get wrapped up and caught. Please. Let's get back to the ethics hearing thing. There are lots and lots of people there. It's an open public hearing. It is being recorded as we speak. There are multiple recordings going on. There are multiple interested parties there, some of which I know, some of which I don't. JJ has his cult members. No, wait, they're calling themselves Roughneck for the sake of this one. They're with him. They are already doing threats. They started last night. Scarborough was dumb enough Scarborough and his buddy Michael were stupid enough to sit there and make a threat, flat out made a threat on Troy Seeley, the person that put this complaint in. I don't remember word for word exactly, but I will publish it. JJ said something like, this complaint is older. I'm going to get through it. And when I'm done, I just got some information that y'all are going to love. He said that when this hearing's over, the person that made the complaint, now he's talking about the former jailer, Troy Seeley. He said he's going to be sorry that he even tried all this. And I might not be word for word, but it's this. And he said, we're going to make him regret it like we did that other couple in Indiana. So in comparison to what he's done to me and Tiffany, who is the couple from Indiana, Tifaho and Dumbwaiter, if law enforcement were to take some of the stuff that Scarborough's about to get charged with, that Kaiser's about to get charged with, for what they've done to us, the couple in Indiana, and then move it and shift it, if Troy Seeley ends up making a complaint and they utilize the case material that's already at the prosecutor's desk, that might alone push for an intimidation charge and terroristic threatening charge. And probably there's whistleblower retaliation laws, all kinds of stuff. So that's how stupid those fuckers are. They're stupid. They're literally dumbass, which is great for us. I'm glad they're dumbasses. Just like they expected that I was going to be in person at that place and they were going to try to set me up. Nah, they're stupid. We're not dumb. We're not dumb over here. They're dumb over there. All right. I mean, I'm not the brightest crayon in the box, but I'm also not dumb like them. I never claimed to be super intelligent. I'd say Tiff's probably the brains.
I was gonna say, we all know Tiffany's the brains.
She's the smartest one of the whole group. But yeah, so it looks like one of the things y'all want a little sneak peek. Who wants a sneak? Put a one in chat if you want one little tidbit of information that just came out in that hearing. That is something that's really needs to be given to y'all once. But you want a little tidbit? You want a sneak peek? All right. Amber Brown she's an employee for Meade County government. Amber Brown, yeah, she is the nurse at JJ's jail. And she is also JJ's girlfriend, who JJ claims on his YouTube channel, Fraud at Wrangler, that he has been with Amber for 8 years, even though his marriage to his former wife was nowhere near ended that long ago. So, no. That's not what just came out in the hearing, though. It might have. I don't know. I'm not there. But what did just come out is that this is going to be a shocker, guys. You ready for this? Who do you all think the highest paid employee in Meade County is, or in the jail at least? Let me double check and make sure I'm getting this right. Just want to make sure I get this right. Who do you all think is the highest paid employee? Now, the information I just got could be incorrect. So just in case this is not fully accurate, because this is before it's even supposed to come out yet, but it's coming out in this live hearing. And what I was just told came out is that the highest paid employee in Meade County is Amber Brown. What? That couldn't be true. Could that be true? Could JJ and friends possibly be paying JJ's live with girlfriend more money than anybody else, at least at the jail? I'm sure that's what the person that sent that to me probably meant. Yeah, that is huge. That's huge. That's called corruption, folks. By the definition of the legal standard, that is called corruption. And it's just a needle in a haystack of what all is going on. At the end of this, we're going to rip that whole center of that haystack out. Yeah. So that's the kind of shit that's coming out in that hearing right now. And we are all over on top of it. And it's being recorded from multiple sources. And I didn't take any risks. I'm not there. JJ can't pretend to try to talk to me or anything. Todd Bryant can't pull any bullshit. He threatened to fight me last night if I showed up. He's not the only one. You got the 3%ers that are all the phone calls from the LMPD officer, you know, that calls from different numbers every day and night. Anytime anything is going on, and threatens Tiffany and says he's outside our house, all that shit. We didn't take any chances. I'm sitting right here at the Walmart parking lot. Haven't moved. You see me in the background. It ain't a setup. That's where we're at. Look, have not moved. Walmart parking lot. I'm not playing that game. As soon as they said that they were going to frame me, I knew they would. You know how? They fucking framed me already. I heard a former police officer who I highly respect, it's a YouTuber, talking on a panel the other night. Good guy. And it kind of floored me what was being talked about. They were talking about corruption in which police agencies frame people. And this officer, 20 years, says, no, I don't think. Now, in his 20 years, he doesn't know of any like actual abuse of position to frame somebody. It's like, that's just not something common that happens. Well, you know, and in the same breath, they were talking about my case with JJ. Obviously, it happens. I think what it is people that truly wish for the best and put in effort and get involved all the way to the level where they're actually employed and trying to do their part. They don't want to fucking see it. They want to excuse it, pass it off as like, well, it was just that one single time, that one employee, and it didn't happen where I work. You know, that's the mentality. So, you know, I don't fully blame individual police officers, except for the ones that know what they're doing intentionally and don't have any intention on trying to help straighten the system up. I don't see eye to eye with them. I wouldn't be a cop. I couldn't imagine looking in the mirror at the end of the night and knowing that no matter how much I tried to do everything, there would be limitations put on me that stopped me from stopping crimes being committed by other government officials. I wouldn't be able to live with that. Matter of fact, it's the opposite of me. I'm the person who says, I want those people held accountable, you know? And I had a cop talk with the cop the other night, a very respectable conversation. And it's just somebody ran something over on the way through. David's like, I'm sitting in a car with the person that people are trying to fucking kill, bro.
Hey, you know I got your back.
Well, thank you for that. As if it's your business. Been a member for 5 long months. Howdy, folks, he says. Well, howdy to you too, as if. Good to see you. During that conversation with that officer, which was extremely respectful, you know, he said he appreciated what auditors do. He was appreciating what I do. He recognized some of the stuff that I turned in on Jamie Knoll. And I wasn't nowhere near alone on that. David can contest to that. We had a lot of people in the community that helped put all that into place. Still do.
Wasn't just us, it was everybody.
It was a lot of people. I don't know. I have to say, you know, I don't agree with that. It was everybody. It should have been everybody. But there's always going to be that bootlicker crowd that refuses to take accountability. And then there's the other people who go, I ain't getting involved. They call it politics and they say, I'm not getting involved with that. Odin, member for 5 long months as well. That's about as long as it's been around. Thank you. Kaiser, JJ, and their followers are nothing but a waste of space. Salute from Norway. Salute to you too. You're absolutely right. They are a waste of space. But in my talk with that officer, he totally recognized the corruption. And he said, thank you for doing what you did, staying persistent with the Jamie Knoll case. He said, it's unbelievable. It's, you know, it causes such a mess for us and our departments. And David, you worked in corrections. It was hard for you to work in corrections. Am I right or wrong?
Very hard.
Here, let's turn it towards you. You want to explain how hard it was?
Very hard.
There, go ahead. Tell people about it a little bit. Tell people what it's like to try to work in a jail, expected to do certain things. Just go from there a little bit. I'm putting you on the spot.
I hate being put on the spot. I mean, it was pretty much a nightmare every single day clocking in almost.
And it wasn't just from you; it was the whole crew you worked with,
Whole
right?
crew always being short staffed, the whole 10 yards, and
what about?
I can't really speak much
Yeah,
on that.
right, because it is involved in your legal matter, and I'm not
yes.
trying to put you in that kind of pressure, but as someone who's worked in the environment is what I'm talking about, just as a whole consensus. Not, you don't have to be that direct, but sharing your experience, I think, is you're going to be able to share your experience better after your case is over.
Yes.
But for now, I think what I'm trying to relay is that there are well-intending people in the positions.
Mhm.
And you probably worked with several, right? Or wrong?
Yes.
Not everybody you worked with was out to be corrupt.
Not everybody, no.
Right. But
you do have some good cops, good COs, but the majority of the bad ones are always making the rest of the pot. It only takes one bad apple to make the rest of the pot look bad.
and did they not treat other officers as well bad?
Mhm.
The bad ones.
Yes.
So the bad apples are in there causing damage to their coworkers. That's what I wanted to get out of you.
But you have that, you have that in pretty much in every job.
Understood.
Aspect as
Yeah.
well.
And these are the types of conversations that I generally end up having with people who've worked in law enforcement or in the government career field, is that, they compare it to, and I'm going to counter you a little bit on that. They compare it to, well, you're going to deal with that no matter where you work. That's absolutely true. But one line of work where we can't, it's having that in the line of work that is our government. When a failure happens there, it hurts innocent people. Whereas, let's say, you're working with, it can still hurt innocent people, but it's almost for sure going to affect innocent people if it's government. Whereas, like, you could work at, say, McDonald's as a crew and have 3 people out of 10 that just suck to work with. They don't give a shit. They're just there to steal money from the place or whatever. And they're treating their coworkers like shit, and they're doing all this stuff. And at the end of the day, the only people who get hurt is the corporation and the employees standing next to them. But in government, the people who get hurt are the inmates. The people who get hurt are the civilians out on the street, not in the jail, but for law enforcement officers on the street and on the beat. The people that get hurt whenever they're derelicts is going to be the public. So that's my argument with that. And it didn't need to go directly at David because I think he fully understands it, as does almost every cop that's willing to have a conversation with me. When I started this channel, I wanted to try to utilize it to bridge whatever gap that I could. Of course, I'm biased. What started the channel was my girlfriend's back was re-broken, and she was hurt bad, and I was beaten up by cops. They busted our door in on a botched freaking raid. Botched. No charges. Just fucking came in, destroyed everything, lied on paperwork. They did everything wrong. I'm trying to set my ashtray on fire.
Don't need a vehicle fire.
No, it's just the paper. They did everything wrong that they could in that type of situation. On a house raid, they did everything wrong that they could. So yeah, I'm sore. Like I'm sore about it. It pisses me off. I'm not exactly a fan of the state at all. I'm being sarcastic because fuck the state, fuck the government. In my mind, I want to say that all the time. That's what I want to do. That's what my heart wants to do, is be hateful. But I've learned a lot. And I've learned in my experiences doing this channel that there's truth to, you can't blame everybody. You can't, and if you all expect for us to get any progress on this channel, it takes being able to communicate with the ones that are in there who are not on that level, who do not do it like that. And otherwise we'd never know about any of it because nobody would ever talk to us. If I wasn't willing, David would have never talked to me. If I hadn't been willing, if David thought, oh my God, this dude's going to flat out fucking hate my guts. If that was the perception that you had before you reached out, would you have ever reached out to me?
Chances are no.
Probably not. I wouldn't. If I knew that whoever I needed to reach out to was just going to hate my fucking guts, I would not reach out to him. I'd say, fuck them. What's up, Angry Vet?
Right.
He's on the phone.
That's just one of my things. I try to give everybody the, benefit of a doubt. I try to give everybody a chance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you were good about that in the jail as an officer too. I got a lot of intel from it because I talked to the other end of the spectrum a lot, and there were a lot of inmates that were in the jail under David and others that I was looking at their cases and stuff. Like there's a couple whistleblowers that are still anonymous on my channel, and I checked on both ends of the spectrum on those people, and I couldn't get one bad word out of a single inmate that talked to me about their time underneath David Lowe in there. They're like, he's such a nice guy, a little gullible in some situations, but he treated us so good, and like he's the kind of guy that you wanted to be on shift, and that's just because he treated us like human beings. So I think it's much appreciated.
Well, I mean, there's a saying, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Right.
And that's why I try to give everybody, like I said, the benefit of a doubt.
Right. And it'll bite you in the ass. It bit him in the ass. He had some people that took advantage of him. But thankfully, the legal system finally caught up with them on that. They got charged, which will more than likely, it already does. I mean, it exonerates David's case here. He wasn't guilty of selling no key. That was Donovan trying to push it on to him because he wanted to cover for Jamie. But it didn't, taking that, giving him that vindication probably feels really good. I know it does. But it doesn't resolve the damages that he's taken. This dude has been hammered and drugged through the mud on channels like, what is it called? The Rashid something.
I was going to say, I can't really.
You can't say those?
Publicly comment on those matters.
There are mainstream channels on both, like the regular TV and then on different media networks that took what was on record provided to them by the dirty cops that were trying to frame him and just raked him through the coals, totally accused him. There are hundreds of thousands of people across the nation that have no fucking clue what the real details are behind that case and completely accusing him just like they're accusing Jamie Knoll, putting David on the same level as Jamie. And that's not fair. Hopefully what little bit of grab my channel has will give enough to start reversing some of that. David's got a lot of supporters too. It's wild how many locals. He got like a whole network, man. And it came out of nowhere for you, didn't it?
Yeah.
The people who knew about the politics, the people who knew about Knoll, the people who knew about the dirty corruption and shit, man, it was like everybody went, boom, we got you, David Lowe. And he couldn't go anywhere without a cheerleading section. It's still like that to this day, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Because we know the fucking corruption. We know that he was framed, And when I say we, I haven't made it to very many of those events. It's mostly other people, big groups. Big groups, no matter where he goes. The man's protected by the public, as he should be. Put a one in chat if you agree, being the public that protects the victims. I want to know how many of you all I got in here. How many freedom fighters do I have in here? You remember that setup? Yes, thank you for that. Super chat, Amy, appreciate that. How many freedom fighters do I have in here? Show me your ones. How many of you will stand between a corrupt government official and a victim, another public member of the public? Joe Biden says 7. That means he'll do it 7 times at once. Look at all them ones. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. That's what this channel is about. We are for public safety. Not me. We are for public safety. I'm going to come back around to the ethics hearing, because that's what this is all about. And I'm pretty much staying alive until I know it's over, because I don't want them being able to pull any bullshit saying that I was there. I am obviously in Corden, Indiana at the Super Walmart. That's where I'm at. There, I'll show you all around. I'm going to flip the camera around. I'm going to try to. Or I'm just going to put the camera real close to the zit on my nose. This is Corden, Indiana. This is the neighboring town to where I live, actually. If you look across the street, you got, oh, that Zaxby's there is new. We got a Cracker Barrel. Everybody gets a Cracker Barrel in this area. Like, you can't go more than 20 miles, can you, without finding a Cracker Barrel? Like oh, speaking of, there's a Dollar Tree right there. Yeah, we are the land of Cracker Barrels and dollar stores. Welcome to Kentuckiana. But anyway, so the hearing, I had some crazy shit I wanted to tell you about with that. JJ on his YouTube channel. They really need to learn to stop. No, wait, I don't want to help them. So JJ ensured his audience last night that this is only going to last 2 minutes. He said within 5 minutes it's going to be over, and I'm going to be making the dude that filed this stuff sorry. That's what he was saying in a nutshell. In a nutshell. I'm Smokey Smokerton today, yeah. You
this,
do.
This is like your third, and this is like my 5th.
Yeah, well, this is my 3rd right here. We're smoking a lot, though. When you're around another smoker, it makes it worse. JJ assured his audience last night that this was going to be over in a matter of minutes, and that at the end of it, he was going to be fucking doing whatever it is that he does to those Hoosier people, me and Tiffany, to Troy Seeley, the person that made the complaint. But it is, what time we got? You got time on you?
6:58.
6:58. So it's been going on for a whole hour. And it's still going on right now, I can assure you. Matter of fact, they're just now digging their heels in. I don't suspect it should go on for a whole lot longer. An hour's a long time for one of these things. I'm super excited to see what came out in that room. Now, I don't know if y'all know this or not. I haven't been communicating with you quite enough lately to keep you all the way informed. But the board that's holding this hearing, the ethics committee for the county, it's not the state, by the way, it's the county. I've seen some people get mixed up on that already. Sorry, swallowed wrong. Yeah, I don't need another cigarette. That board once they identified that the complaint was legitimate, back, you know, because this is a process a lot like a court process where it's got, you know, preliminaries and then, you know, findings of evidence and then hearing and all that. And so it's a process that's been going on for a while. When they did the evidence and stuff, and they determined that this was a legit complaint that needed to be heard in front of a hearing, one of the provisions that that board decided to do was not let what was going to be talked about in this hearing become public. But some things were public about it. The news, you heard the news clip, right? They said that it had something about matters of overpaying a specific staff member was part of the complaint. That now, a lot of times the news gets the information from either a person that knows the complainant or the complainant's attorney or something like that. So I think it was probably along that lines. I don't think that that board had the power or authority to say it would be, because they don't have any. That's what I'm going to go to next. They don't really have. They don't have the same authority as like a judge in criminal trial. but they probably didn't have the power or the authority to say none of this needs to get out of this room. They wanted it that way, which kind of scares me. I'm hoping that board isn't as corrupt as the sheriff department or the clerk's office, because we all know that in Meade County, the corruption don't stop at JJ Scarborough. That's for damn sure. But I went with the cigarette anyway. I guess I'm not choking that bad. But some stuff came out, and then I'm sitting here thinking, damn, if like 5 things that were big deals already came out before the hearing, can you imagine what's happening in there now? Can you imagine what's happening in that room right now? I wonder how many things are coming out. At the end of the day, I wonder how much JJ is going to be found on record guilty of doing. He don't think it's a big deal. He assured his audience last night that this ain't no big deal. He's going to walk away scot-free and start threatening the dude that made the complaint. He's going to make that dude's life miserable like he's been trying to do to me and Tiffany, which he can't fucking succeed, because he can't hurt us any worse than we've already been hurt already. Even though he's doing it, it don't mean he's succeeding at ending me and Tiffany's life like he wants to. We're fucking perseverance type people. We don't quit. We don't just lay down because some little fuck stick from Hillbilly Nation, sorry to you real hillbillies out there, didn't mean it directed at you, but Inbred Nation, I bet I ain't got no inbreds watching my channel. No, wait, I do, because the people from Carrollton and Kentucky that are involved. Shit, how do I say this? They can't. You know, we've been through it all, me and Tiff. You know, that's kind of our superpower. When you're the dog in the corner, you can't do no worse. Just keep fucking with us. So, at the end of the day, though, this has already gone on for an hour. And Scarborough is either a flat-out fucking liar last night to his audience, or he's stupid in that what is going to come out of this is definitely going to be a record. Now, he might be depending on corruption to save him. I don't know. We're going to find out. But he thinks that he's going to walk away scot-free. And the reason he probably thinks that is because this board has a limited authority. It is not a criminal court. It's just a county ethics thing. So, but it is a record. And that record is very crucially important to taking down a corrupt government official. Everyone, remember a long time ago, guys, whenever I first started this channel and I was learning along with you, I was showing you guys and making it clear that every little detail, every step that you're, you know, remember the circle jerk where I was saying you got to make sure that you hit every one of these little things that they tell you got to go do. That's in reference to them, the government. That's all the teeny tiny steps they have to take, and in order to be able to finally take out a corrupt official. It's hard for them even, and they depend on us to be the ones to formalize it all. So it's really complicated, you know, like anyway. So this hearing is one of the perfect right hooks to that process. It is one of the steps, and it is getting hit hard. It's not getting hit by just somebody that JJ can easily dismiss. It's getting hit by a former sheriff's brother, the elected former jailer, and a person who's been in law enforcement for a very long time that knows what the fuck. I don't know if he's corrupt or not. I don't know if he's a good guy or not. Frankly, that doesn't matter to me in this situation. Not in this situation. I know that he's got a lot of experience in law enforcement. And if he sees that JJ is doing something unethical against the rules in the system, he's going to be right. Huh. I'm getting more information in. I'm gonna save that one for you guys. I'm gonna keep you on the hook. I'm gonna do a video real quick out of this.
And I was gonna say, after the hearing's over, I can always call official misconduct, and you and her can talk on the live stream, see what all happened if you want.
Oh, I'll handle it. I'm gonna do a video for him. I got it all worked out, and nobody knows what we're doing. we're making sure that nobody knows what we're doing. It's no offense to any of you or nothing like that. But since we know that we are stocked so heavily, we are stocked, STALKED, since my hillbilly pronunciation isn't the greatest. Since Tiffany and I get stocked so much, we knew that anything we publish is going directly into the ear of a motherfucker that's going to try to do something to combat it. So sometimes we provide them something to throw them off track. But generally, you know about it real quick. You know what I mean? Like, here's an example. A week or two ago, and they're not lies. It's just, I know they're the hillbillies and the inbreds that are going to take action for JJ. They're not smart. So, like, they misread things. They misinterpret stuff. You guys don't, but they do. So I posted that a photograph of me talking to the chief of police in Carrollton and said, who wants to see us back in Carrollton? I know all of you all are smart enough to know that I didn't necessarily mean that's where I was right then, but I wanted for the idiots to think that I was there right then because we had eyes on them and they're under investigation. And you know what they did? You know what they did as soon as they saw that post? Boom, straight there to harass. Got fucking caught. Got fucking caught. And they don't think they're caught because the plan wasn't to arrest them. The plan was to prove it. And it worked. How about them apples? What do you all think about that? All right, I want you all to talk to me a little bit in chat. Keep me company. Stalked and doxxed. That's right, Skeeby. I've been stalked and doxxed. My social security number, my date of birth, my phone number, Tiffany's phone number, address, everything. Business license is the only thing that I can keep back from them. And I'm sure that one of them's got it and doing something behind the scenes with it. Yeah, that's been the retaliation damage is the worst, has been when they did that. How many Kaiser simps showed up today? A handful. Do y'all remember the guy that was calling, had a YouTube channel called Generally Specific? Put a one in chat if y'all remember that guy that went to a couple of my court hearings. Put a one in chat if y'all remember Generally Specific. If you don't remember him, that's fine too. So his name is Todd, and Todd turned out to be a lousy piece of shit motherfucker that just nowhere near on a level of anybody that we would associate with. He had some decent attributes. What did you say earlier? You try to give everybody a chance, right?
Benefit of the doubt.
We try to give him benefit of doubt. He said a lot of weird shit. He even made comments such as that, talking about killing government officials and stuff, which I thought was wild in the situation, especially. He seemed off the charts a little bit, but I'd give him the benefit of the doubt. He had some good attributes. He wanted to offer to be a witness. Dub says Fed. I don't think the feds would have him, but he's definitely a pitch hitter. What's that? Kelly L. There's one. Hey, look, there's one of Kaiser Simps. Kelly L. She's in the chat. Y'all can have her. GS is smart. You're dumb waiter. What can we say? What's that fucking mean, Kelly? What the fuck does that mean? Speak English. You're talking to a dude that only knows English, so I'm gonna need you to speak in English for us. GS. Todd had it was like he was tunnel teeny tiny YouTube channel, and I think he was desperately seeking anyone to create his channels, to push his channel up in the ranks of YouTube or something. I don't fucking know. When I made my channel, that wasn't on my mind. I wasn't trying to make it big.
People, I want you all to go to for public safety. Subscribe to his channel. Give him the thumbs up. He's a good guy. Him and his girlfriend Tiffany. If you like this video, give it the thumbs up. Hit the notification bell. Then go over for public safety. Subscribe to his channel and give him the thumbs up. He's a great person.
I was trying to do the task and expose it, what I was doing. I sucked at editing. I that Flex is dedicated to his stance, which is the oath that he will get it done, because if it is up to me and what I want to do, I would fucking stop Greg Brent. Easy. He ain't no fucking body, and neither is his little Cub Scout motherfuckers that like to start shit. None of them are nobody. They don't stand up to nobody. They're a bunch of coward ass fucking internet fucking groupies for Michael Kaiser. They're no fucking body. They damn sure ain't no tough people. Crime ring organization. The fuck?
What
What's wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with
Hold on, people. I don't know what happened. But make sure you go over to public safety, subscribe to his channel. So,
and it happened to be like 1 week before the Sturgis rally. There you are. We were talking shit about you, bro. Those were all filled up. So like it didn't matter where I stopped, I could not get a hotel. So I ended up riding all the way through, and I think I put on 800 or 1,000 miles in that one run. Talk about getting sore. That wore me out. You want some motorcycle riding videos? Absolutely. Got a whole bunch of them. We'll make more. We'll make new ones.
it's 9:34 p.m.
Post some of
Eastern
those for you. I even
Standard
thought about
Time.
starting another channel of doing that kind of stuff. Like taking people along with us on charity rides and stuff, and veteran rides, and poker runs and things like that. Oh, thank you, Scotto, for confirming that. If you all want to, oh, there it is. Just finished. Close the meeting. Let's see what she said. Hang on, guys. This hearing is done, but they're commencing. They're trying to make a decision, so we need to hang tight.
People,
They
I
may make a
want to
decision.
say they ain't going to do a blankety blank thing.
Shit's exciting. Yes, Meade County resident, thank you. It will help. I guarantee it'll help. I know it's going to help. Just the fact that JJ's finally getting called out for his unethical stuff. I mean, all of us know he's been doing it all over YouTube, but
So StreamYard messing up, but you all can go to his YouTube channel for public safety. Go to his YouTube channel, people, and subscribe to his channel. Because StreamYard is kind of messing up right now. Don't ask me why.
All right, so here's the word. They just finished, and the council went behind the scenes for deliberation. They may come back out with an answer. People are waiting, so we're going to wait as well and see if there's an answer tonight. But they did get through deliberation, so 3.5 hours. Fire truck. 3.5 hours. Some 5 minutes that was. JJ says it's going to be 5 minutes. It was already threatening the dude that made the complaint. I'm going to post that in the video too. I'll put that up in members by itself first. Y'all want to see that in members? And then don't worry if you're not a member, you'll get it too. But I'm just going to post just a clip where Scarborough was threatening Troy Seeley. I'm going to throw that up in members for now. And then it'll come out in the video that's coming up. You waiting with us? Thank you, Jimmy. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are my alibis right now. It's great. Yes, as long as 5 minutes ever, says Brandon. I mean, like people in jail feeling that 5 minutes. These are jailbirds. You think that all JJ's 5 minutes are going to be like that after all this is over and he ends up getting criminal charged? I do think that, to Meade County resident, let me answer your question. I think that this is going to be the catalyst that is going to open up the probable cause for criminal stuff. I think the outcome of this case is going to give probable cause. What's up, Diamond Cutter? You're waiting with me, praying justice will get served. That's right, Diamond Cutter. Have you seen that Diamond Cutter where I do that with the guy that works at the courthouse in Hardin? Diamond Cutter. He said I look like Diamond Dallas. Oh yeah.
Y'all
Well,
think
they're not
that
allowing. They're trying not to allow
JJ might
recordings.
resign
But that's
for
not
the good
very
of the
fruitful for
jail?
them. They were trying to tell people not to record. We worked it out though. There's recordings, and they're not illegal. Just so y'all know, we don't take no chances. It's not illegal. There are recordings though. You'll see. You'll see. It's a public hearing. So I think that the result of this being on record will give way for probable cause for criminal investigations on Scarborough. Because I happen to know for an absolute fact that some major players in the legal system that are not happy with Scarborough's antics on his YouTube channel have been watching in disgust and dismay and horror, and they want to take action. So I think they'll use the outcome of this hearing as probable cause for their investigations. JJ maybe could have felonies. Yeah, lots. He could. There's investigations going on. We'll see. Hit the like button, says Coast Audit. East Coast Audit. Thank you. I think most people hit it. 242 likes, 315 in chat. Can't believe 315 of you all here to be my alibi. Thank you. JJ screwed. Now, this isn't a court hearing. I gotta keep running my light back on and off. This isn't a court hearing. This is just an ethics hearing. And at the end of the day, the maximum that they can do to him is $1,000 fine. He's going to probably get that $1,000 fine. But what it does do is opens up a record documented through hearing that shows that he has violated things that are unethical. And if those things are criminal, which we don't know what the outcome is, the only people that know are the ones that are there. And Tiffany is there. Thank you, Diamond Cutter, $9.99, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Kaiser for jail. Oh, no, wait. Jail for JJ. I like that even better. I like that just the same. Thank you. That's a good. Y'all should hashtag that. Let's hashtag the shit out of that. Do I think they're watching the videos? You mean they, Hanky Spanky, talking about the government officials that are looking into him? The answer is absolutely 100%. I know for sure. Yes. Yes. On I am involved in ensuring that they have seen the videos. Just like I threw Jamie Null all the way under the bus, JJ gone too. Promise. You know, so those people that think I'm a liar, mark my words. Find out if I'm a liar or not. Keep watching. Was upset that 2 media people were recording and he couldn't record. Well. I wonder if I knew them media people. Maybe not.
Hey, what do you people think will happen to JJ? Will he kind of resign tomorrow?
Yeah, let's hashtag that. JJ for prison 2024. I've been hashtagging that, and it's actually got quite a few following now. I think over 1,000. That mayor shooting star that was on the channel, JJ Kaiser, he's got a lawsuit against him. That dude is from Georgia. He a couple times, but he got sued for it. Oh, thank you, Taylor. You think we'll see a resignation from him soon because of this? He said he didn't care about his job anymore on one of his live streams. Talk about JJ. I don't know what's happening in this hearing coming up to get him because they've known about this for a long time. I'm not sure. We'll see. I mean, at the end of the day, I think this will result in a fine because I think they're going to find him guilty. Mayor Proctor, thank you, KY Reacts. That's right. That's the mayor that was on with JJ and Kaiser and ended up getting the lawsuit. But I think he's going to get $1,000. Just what I think. I don't know. I'm not telling you this is the outcome, but I think it's going to be $1,000 fine. And then I think it's going to be documented. And I think those documentations will lead to a probable cause. Because I'm thinking that some of the stuff that Troy Seeley probably caught him on and Whistle Blue.
Make sure you go to Public Safety's YouTube channel. Subscribe to his channel. He's a great person. So that's what we need, people. We need more
their win rate
YouTubers like
in court.
Yes.
The feds, it's like 99.8.
90% chance of being convicted.
But they win 99 point something percent of their cases. So if they start an investigation, odds are they're going to get them. And yes, could very much lead into RICO because as we know, and they know now, the people I've been showing videos to, Ray Whitehead is involved in this. Wimpy has been incriminated, the sheriff, and Sidney Durham, prosecutor. We'll see what happens. KY Reacts. Thank you, Tyrants Beware. Appreciate the super chat too. Almost accidentally. I'm trying to hit the heart button on it, and it almost deleted your super chat comment. I got it. Back to blue. Oh, black and blue. I'm sorry, Rory. Black and blue. I thought you said back to blue. Hey, look, sometimes when I am back in the blue on something like this, I'm back in the blue on getting JJ. Then the DUI guy will eat his. Okay, I love it. You said that, Kryptonex. DUI guy already ate his own words. Go check out my community page. He had to file his firm had to file to recuse in the case where he found out. Well, go look at it. You go look at it and then look at what they recused for, and then you look that up and tell me what you think it's about. But DUI guy had to eat his own words. He just failed to come live and apologize. He's a shithead. He needs to apologize, though. He found out that he was wrong. Chad, if you've seen it, We are working on it. You haven't seen it, Paul? Seen a comment about JJ resigning. Okay, so for the ones who have seen it, did you all look up the reason that's cited in that? Because I did. And it says that when the attorney recognizes that their client is trying to commit a crime through them, committing fraud, that was what that statute was. So that means that, oh shit, that he learned the DUI guy took, and that's what the case revolves around, is Tiffany's ex-husband. So it has to mean, I mean, he's already eaten his words. It has to mean that he learned that those were false allegations and that he was committing a crime through them. That's what he recused on. Something like that. Something, Melissa. For all you twos, you need to make sure you check that out in my community tab when you get a chance. Any KKK out there, says Charles? Well, 3%er group is Greg and probably Giggles, and they're hanging out with Todd Bryant, generally specific. He's turned, if y'all didn't know, he's turned. He's one of them. Isn't it wild? What is it with this shit? It's like TV. This is better than any. It's more wild than any TV series. I am tired, Joe. I'm more out too. I certainly wasn't expecting to be on the live show. I never do these long as live shows.
No, the most I've seen you do a live for is about 2 hours. That's it.
Those even wear me out. What do we got? Friday Watch member. 6 months. DW's newest GFM GoFundMe scam.
I remember when you didn't even have 1,000 followers or 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, I know. Me too. Yep. Yeah, David been watching since day one. Kid's going to end up wrecking the truck in this parking lot. I did that when I was young. I had a Mustang and wrecked it in the freaking parking lot trying to show off. JJ won't sleep for a week. Well, I don't know if he does anyway. He's on YouTube about 30 hours a week.
That's why we can't have nice things.
I'm not insulting 3%ers. Okay, I want to make that clear. Thank you, Patriot, for bringing that up. So I've talked to a lot of real 3%ers, right, about Greg Brent and them. Greg Brent's got a 3%er tattoo on his hand. They identify as 3%ers. Many very respectful people that say they're organized with the 3%ers have contacted me and said those people do not represent us. So thank you for bringing that up. I'm not involved in none of them. I'm switching on that shit, dude. But
especially the way the government's hammering down on them now.
Yeah, I mean, I got my own life to worry about when it comes to everything. I'm not involved in no organizations. I don't care about people. It's America, man. But I like bike groups, some pretty rough bike groups. I've got friends in those. I don't give a shit. The point in me bringing up the 3%er stuff is because they are using that as like an excuse for their behavior. So a lot of actual 3%ers, I think, or people that also identify as 3%ers say, no, those people that ain't us, So I think Greg Brent and his group of asswipes, I think they're just fucking misfits that don't belong anywhere except for maybe in jail. So I think that's what it boils down to. I'm trying to keep the light on for y'all. I can't believe it's going on this long as this late. They must be deliberating, though. They must be making the decision because Tiffany wouldn't still be there. Did I clear that up with the 3%ers stuff? Did I want the dumb stuff in the parking lot again? What do you mean? You won't join any club that would have you Groucho Marx. Yeah, I don't get involved. Like my history of riding motorcycles, I've been in the position to be able to join many motorcycle clubs, and I've just decided that there's never been any reason for me to patch. I self-identify. I am me. I stand for my own personal beliefs. I got no problem with everybody else's. I love America. I love our freedom in this country to be able to do that and choose. Why is it taking so long? That is a damn good question, Kevin. Are you wore out too, brother? David's wore out. He looks. It looks like he just woke up from a nap over there.
Stretch.
You want my audit channel all the time? I've done very few audits, believe it or not. But I'm all about seeing people audit and supporting auditing.
I'll say I wouldn't even consider you as a auditor.
No, I mean I'm in the community and very much supportive of the community.
You're more against anti-corruption. You're more against
Exposure of corruption.
Yeah, anti-corruption.
Now that one might be the other helicopter. That one did look like a police helicopter.
Well, I know state police flies the Black Hawk around here to look for marijuana and stuff.
Did he just say Black Hawk?
Black Hawk.
Did he? Y'all put it on in the chat if you heard Black Cock. Or put two in the chat.
I said Black Hawk.
Or did you hear helicopter? Which one did you hear?
Just to clarify for YouTube, I said Black Hawk.
He didn't say Black Cock.
He said
what
Black
was funny
Hawk.
about Frauder Watch, his name is Jackson Kennedy, by the way, was when Kaiser had his seizure. Frauder Watch didn't give a shit and just continued his apology to Kaiser while he was flopping out. I know. You know, any other person has a seizure, I would like be worried for him and you know, all that. But as far as Kaiser goes, I wish he'd fucking bite his tongue off and choke.
And Seven Cities kids said it right. You're an investigative journalist.
I like that. Thank you, Seven Cities, investigative journalist. But you know, a lot of what I do isn't necessarily, well, I guess maybe it is journalism by definition.
That's pretty much what you are.
Because I put it out. Yeah. I guess it is. But I mean, I'm not like the news by any means. I ain't news. And I wouldn't even take that away from the people that I know that do the news.
You should get a license as a private investigator or something.
Actually, I wouldn't mind that. It'd give me more resources. Swap at the clowns, says William. I thought I heard Black Cock too.
No, I said Black Hawk.
You said Black Cock, right?
He said Black Hawk.
Black Hawk Down.
H-A-W-K.
Oh, there it is. Black Hawk Down movie. Oh, man. Guys, I'm wore out. Did he leave his stream and go cry on about it? What did he do? Not giving any money? Said Fallout? Yeah, possibly. I don't know. Will you see if he's still streaming? We're gonna check and see if Kaiser's still on his thing crying like a little bitch.
Yeah, he's
People
still
go to for public
What's he
safety.
talking about? You got
Subscribe
no
to
idea yet?
his channel. Make sure you subscribe to all notifications. Give him the thumbs
Talking about
up.
journalism. Motherfucker don't know his ass from a hole in the ground. He said, Kaiser said on one of his streams, he said that calling in to complaint and a non-emergency line was the same thing as a bartender getting a patron hammered and then letting them leave and plowing through a van full of kids.
It's just like JJ.
Yep. Does that make sense to anybody? He said that people calling to complain on the non-emergency line. So if you're American and you call to complain on something with your government, it's the same thing as a bartender giving a patron too much alcohol and then that person going and crashing into a van full of kids. He said that was the same thing. And he meant it. Like he was being, that's his legal thesis.
It says JJ can't come up.
Y'all hear it?
And make fun.
He's saying that what JJ's doing is not, there's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing. Nowhere. It's actually, believe it
Go ahead and turn it up a little bit.
because dumbwaiter has bought 60,000 subscribers.
I never bought a single subscriber. I didn't even know you could.
Made himself
I didn't know you
Now, I'm not a
could
public
either.
figure. I'm Chris Ryder.
His public life is open to critique and
The Walmart
criticism.
people are out.
Everybody's open to critique and criticism, not just me.
Even though he's an elected official,
Oh no, Cletus, I think social media and media are the same thing. It's the same word. Absolutely. I was just saying that I don't know if I really practice the art of journalism.
I've had nearly double digits in orthopedic
Like they do. You know, like journalists do.
Why is it? Why is it that you're supposed to be in
Yeah,
such a
Joey, I know.
hard-working
You
dude
got
your
a
entire
much larger
life?
channel.
How is it
Sorry, Bear.
that
Hold it closer, David.
can see my toes and my dick and you can't?
Sexual.
Everybody, Wixom01 for $2 says, say hi to Kimmy for me.
Money.
Miss her in chat. She does this once a year or so. It absolutely it kills her just how many people up here and lie about others. Well, yeah, Fraud at Terminator. Of course, he's stream sniping us. He's too damn lazy and too damn stupid
You hear how quick they are? They got little simps in here.
that doesn't involve blackmailing anyone else.
He thinks we're stream sniping him. This is not a stream snipe. Hey, whenever Kaiser Simp's in here, go report to him that I said he's a fucking pussy moron. He needs to move out of his mommy's house. Go back and tell him I said that. Let's see if he says it. Say, move out of your mommy's house.
You know what I thought was funny is you guys all know little TB, you know, tuberculosis,
Tires beware is what he meant.
you know, Tiffy's next baby daddy.
Sexual.
I think what's funny is TB came up with this brilliant idea in a live stream.
Good job, TV.
And I guess he didn't think it would get back to us.
Love you too, Canada.
So, Dumbwaiter
Pause
and
it.
TV
Pause it.
were trying.
All right. So he's saying Tires Beware made a live stream about him and didn't think that it was going to get back to Kaiser. That's the kind of mentality that dumb fuck. Okay, go ahead.
To get on my panel, trying to get on K-Far's panel. He was trying to get on Generally Specifics panel
And he
because
didn't
he was
think he'd
going
know.
to try to porn bomb us.
Nobody tried to porn bomb them. We're not the ones that do that. They don't think that way.
I think it's absolutely priceless.
TB, were you going to porn bomb him? Be honest. Was that your big master plan? Because I've seen you come up with way better plans. Was that your big plan, TB?
You know,
Or is he lying again?
instead of chastising
Giggles, you're in the police report. Giggles.
the
You're going to have a protective order on your name real soon.
roughnecks
Thanks for
on
showing
my
up.
channel that not only have the monetary ability, but they have the kindness and generosity to hook others up with memberships, you should ask yourself this.
He's begging for
Why
membership.
is it the only person you can get to donate you is that whack job, TAV?
The TAV's not in here, but is he the only whack job that'll donate to my channel?
For much longer, since it looks like he's going to get arrested and convicted for damn fraud.
Monetarily, Joe. Yeah, I know. He can't talk.
He was actually trying to get people to directly send him money
He talks slow,
to
Smokey,
his
because he's retarded.
PayPal and his Cash App while claiming the name of an actual
So
nonprofit.
TAV actually did start a real nonprofit group, and they are so angry about it that they're trying to knock it down. Yeah, fentanyl caused that slow talk.
Another one of dumbwaiter few. The dumbwaiter
Joe
followers. The dumbwaiter proud. Who is going to be going away?
The only people going away is going to be him and JJ and their
Trucker 70
people.
for $5 says as a real trucker for 26 years.
Listen to all them people that donate to
By
us.
dumbwaiter claiming he's a CDL holder.
We have
He couldn't handle this job.
we haven't had a donation on this channel at least 10 minutes, which is perfectly fine. But he's bitching about our monetary. Spun monkey, says Lenny.
Oh, good Lord.
Michael Kaiser is
So he's mad that other people have YouTube channels that get super chats.
people down. Shame it on you,
He's receiving them every.
Michael Kaiser. You're gonna burn in hell.
That's JJ's channel, guys.
You know, ask you guys.
I know. I would rather listen to Biden than him too,
A few months ago,
or Trump.
came out
And both.
claiming that she has
Drug use, says Tyler.
domestic
He's a pill
abuse
junkie.
related PTSD.
Who? What? Who did he say that about?
She had no reaction when dumbwaiter
He's talking about Tiffany.
assaulted a woman in front of her.
Nobody assaulted no woman. He talking about the video where the lady at the LMPD tried to slam the door on us, where I put the door and held it open. That woman tried to punch me. Y'all seen it? And I just ducked it and like kept my foot in the door and went back. He's saying that I elbowed her in the face and beat her up. What a dumb fuck.
That he didn't have a right
Such
to
a
be
dumb
in.
fuck. I'd be in jail. I was at the LMPD headquarters. Never touched that
Poor
woman.
sweet lady in the face.
It's a hearing. He said I elbowed her in the face.
Think about that. Think about how drunk he was that day.
And then I was drunk. The fuck? I'm suing his fucking ass off while he's in jail.
So when dumbwaiter through that he outweighs by 165 pounds. What did Tiffy do? She cheered him on.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten charges if I'd elbowed a woman in the face at the LMPD headquarters.
Tifaho, who doesn't even support her children.
Tiffany does support her children. He needs to quit talking about kids.
She actually appealed a judge's decision for her after she hasn't paid a fucking dime.
Pause. All right. So he don't know. He either does know and he's just a fucking liar, or he has no idea what he's talking about, the legal records. Tiffany won her appeal against the Department of Child Services. They went on false accusations, and because Tiffany practiced her Fourth Amendment, did not let them come in her house. They'd already been there like 22 times, all from false calls coming in from mostly her ex-husband. Her ex-husband has been stalking her for over 12 years and making up false stories about her and all this shit, calling all these agencies, going to people like Kaiser, you know, for 12 years. His wife even does it with him. So he has other people do it too. Well, so Tiffany had DCS knocking on her door every day, 22 times within like a year. And the supervisor from DCS told her, gave her her personal number and said, oh, it's Tiffany calling. Hang on, guys.
Here we go. You're still in the lead, Myra. Nicola, you're a little bit behind. Do you want to play or do you want to pass?
Now, password is freshman.
Or you can shoot the moon. College.
Sorority.
Set the password. We're going over here. This could be game for the first round.
Sophomore.
Hey. I thought the president's debate's supposed to be on tonight.
So, they're not deciding today. They're going to decide today, but we don't know the answer. So that's the end of it. So that's where that's at. And Kaiser's paying, and JJ is paying for his attorneys to get out of it. That's what's really going on. But guys, this was a crazy night. Thank you all so much for being here for me for an alibi. So stressful, but it's so worth it. Let's all tonight pray. There's no sense in streaming Kaiser because JJ never even went up. So I'm not going to do that now. Not tonight. I'm just going to work on the video for you. Yeah, Tyler, I don't think we need to stream tonight. JJ didn't even go on. So it was just a boring bunch of bullshit. You were hearing it. All he's doing is knocking Tiffany and me and lying. So that's the same old bullshit content he always does. So I'll do a community post when I get home to let you guys know we're home safe. We're in a big group. I think we're fine. And people are pulling in now. So love you all. And I will definitely update you per my community tab here in just a little bit. And then expect for some really
Look, Type 23, it's good to see you. Better late than never. Hey, Trash Day. Great to see you too, man.
Now we're switching over to the fraud wrangler and his stupid lies.
That's definitely one to go out on the board out. But no, guys, we will see y'all right tomorrow because I got some shit for y'all.
This is Micah Kaiser, the killer of
I initially thought I
DHC.
was going to, and
Shot him in the back of the head.
I just couldn't.
Style.
I just couldn't get the videos done, processed, uploaded.
First thing about this a-hole, he cuts the important part out of it. He cuts the truth out instead of it's your all's right to watch him. Subscribe to his channel. But I cannot like him because his hate group. YouTube put him in jail for 7 days. To me, I would put him in jail for 30 days for using the N-word. I believe the one it was. Could be wrong. But people, I just don't like this bull crap that he does.
But I will first thing in the morning, kids. And I just want to tell all of you so much that y'all's being here day after day, night
Listen
after
to
night.
his voice. It sounds like he's
I
getting
want to thank
hoarse.
y'all so much for encouraging me to keep building this. We're going to do the same thing with the other channel. And I promise y'all, tomorrow night, we'll have a Shelby Dawn moment. We'll have a Shelby Dawn visit, I promise. But thank you all so much for being here. It truly, truly means a lot.
Time for him to go
And we will
take
see y'all
another shot of
first thing in the
his
morning, guys.
Okay, he loves you. So, people, you saw a couple of things tonight. You saw that Indiana State Police Dodge Durango with the oil cooler having problems. Chrysler Dodge ain't doing a thing about it. They knew about it. And you're going to have to replace the engine. Them engines ain't cheap in them Dodge Durangos. And because it's under warranty. But if the state police mechanics have to work on it, who's paying them? Who's paying them? You as taxpayers paying for that. But maybe they have to take in police cars to a Dodge dealer. I don't know. You people out there are smarter than I am. So make sure you go for public safety, hit his notification bell where you get all notification, and hit the thumbs up on his channel. He's one of them that got the corrupt ex-sheriff Jamie Noel. There's going to be more. Kenny Hughesbank is going to be one. Scotty Maples is going to be another one. And there's going to be a whole lot more people to fall. So as you said, I got viewer description advised. So hit the thumbs up, people. Hit the notification bell. I want to throw something in here. I've got to figure out where it is. So I'm taking that off, and I'm going to, no, that's not it. So that shows if you want to donate anything to me, you got my post office box, number 1, Charlestown, Indiana, 47111, or the Cash App. If you want to donate some money. I know it's tight out there, people. I've told you that I'm looking for somebody to donate me a pretty good rider or a zero turn. It could be a new one, because then if anything happens, the warranty will cover that. But I leave it up to you and God. So I want to thank you all that showed up and watch it later. Little Blackie's still alive. What? You okay, baby? She's kind of on the skinny side, but animals does like people. You know, when they die, they give their last meow or the death air and stuff. They do just like people. But I say mommy probably quit feeding it, is what I said. Could be wrong. Like I say, I'm not a veterinarian, people. Little Midnight, that's a black and white kitty cat. She been in here most of the night. I mean the day, because it was up in the 80s and 90s. So last week I lost 4 baby kitty cats. I only got these 2 babies. Little Midnight. I can't say Junior because it's a female. I guess I can say Little Midnight, that's number 2. No matter if it's a female cat. So, people, thank you. Okay, it's the music telling me to get off of here. So I want to thank you all. Make sure you go to public for public safety. Hit the notification bell where you get all notifications. Give him the thumbs up that you like his video. You can do the same thing to me, people. God bless you. Thank you all for watching tonight.